guys, what's up? Welcome to or back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Julia and I'm so glad you're here. This week I'm going to show you my week of workouts. It's mostly at home strength training in my little home gym downstairs in the garage. This is just an updated version of my last workout split. That was probably 8 months ago. It was in the summer and I just wanted to give you guys a little update on what I'm doing now. I'll be showing you guys all the moves, giving you some form tips. So a quick rundown. I'm going to give you the full 7 days, but I don't work out all 7 days. So Sunday I start off with like basically my rest day. I guess I should probably start with Monday then. So starting off on Monday is glutes and hamstrings. Tuesday is back, buys, and abs. It's my pull day. Wednesday is quads and calves or like cardio or both. Thursday is my push day, shoulders, chest, and triceps. Friday is glutes and quads, but that one's not always consistent and I'll explain that when we get to Friday. And then Saturday is some sort of active rest day or cardio depending on how I'm feeling, whether I hit legs on Friday or not. And then Sunday is normally a full rest day besides a little bit of activity. For example, today is Monday, I went skating with some friends and it's just very chill, getting some movement in but not actually focusing on the intensity of the workout. I love movement. I think it's a celebration of your body and what God made your body capable of doing, and movement is never a have to, it's a want to and a get to. I hope I make that mindset clear throughout this video, that it's not because I feel the need to work out, not out of guilt, not because I ate something. Even cardio is not just to get my steps in, it's for my cardiovascular health and for my fitness level, for sports and everything. I play soccer. We're in spring league right now, which is only 2 or 3 days a week. So I'll explain the cardio I'm doing outside of my workouts too. But anyways, I really hope this inspires you and stick around for the entire workout. I'll also be posting everything on my Instagram with some form tips in a little reel. So stay tuned for that. Follow me if you're not following. And if you like this video, please hit like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. It helps my channel grow a lot. And without further ado, let's get into it. Good morning, happy Monday. It's about 5 o'clock in the morning and I'm just gonna get up and do my whole little morning routine and have some breakfast and everything, and then I'm gonna go work out. Just a heads up, the lighting is probably gonna be terrible the entire time until the sun comes up, so I'm sorry about that. Okay, so this is me being real with you guys because it was freezing this morning, so I just did my warm up inside. I did a little Mad Fit song and I used to never warm up. It was actually really bad, but I found my mobility is so much better when I do. I'm a little less sore at the end. So then I just hopped in the garage and I'm doing my little high knees. Then I played with Olive for a second because why not? That's still cardio. Look at her totally spazzing out. Okay, so our first episode is glute dominant squats. In a gym, these would be back squats and I do 4 sets of 10 of these. In my garage, it's kind of reverse with the weight because that's all I have to work with. You're going to want to squeeze at the top without locking your knees and push through your heels. And next, everyone knows these ones. It's Bulgarian split squats. We're doing 3 sets of 10 on each leg, which is really more like 3 sets of 20, and my foot should be flat on the back. Right now I'm just trying to focus on controlling the eccentric, which is the down, and then exploding on the concentric. And then we're going straight into single leg RDLs for a superset. With these, try not to go past your range of motion, which means beyond a back parallel to the floor or a flat back, because if you do, you'll feel it in your lower back instead of your glutes. And I do an alternating superset, which means I alternate the sets with no rest in between each exercise. Okay, now on to hamstring slider curls. I do 4 sets of 14 of these. If you watched my last video, you'll notice that the reps are a lot more. It used to be 4 sets of 8, and that's because I can't up the weight on this. I can only up the reps, but these are the best burn ever. Okay, that was more hamstrings. Now let's focus on the glutes a little more with these donkey kicks. This one is 3 sets on 10 on each leg. Use a dumbbell and a little cushion pad. I add a little pulse at the top to make sure I'm targeting the glutes, and I do 1 leg at a time, so we're supersetting with fire hydrants. And where donkey kicks target the gluteus maximus, these target the gluteus medius. It's just like your side booty. Not me actually looking like I'm about to fall over with these. Okay, last exercise for today. It's our suitcase lunges. We have 3 sets of 8 for each leg. This is our little quick finisher. I found that stepping back and keeping my knee from going past my toe helps me focus on the glutes rather than my quads. And we have made it to our cool down. I love doing little lunge stretches. This is not to work the legs at all, just do whatever feels good and stretch my hamstrings, anything I can do to fully open up my hips and everything that I just worked. I'll also do a little upper body stretch too since I've been holding heavy weights. Then later that day I went for a little walk with my mom and my dog, which was so nice. Day 2, going with one of our favorite days of the week. I'm just doing my little high knees again. I did kind of a different dynamic warm-up this morning and some stretching because I am sore. First exercise is a bent over row. I just use our dumbbells and try to really, again, focus on controlling the down and exploding during the up. I do 3 sets of 10 of these bent over rows. Again, just doing some high knees, keeping warm. I did not want to take my sweatshirt off, but I also didn't want to be sweating when I did my push-ups, so we did it. Second exercise is 3 sets of as many reps as possible of push-ups. Try to keep your body parallel to the ground and get as low as you can. I like to press through the palm of my hand because it just helps me feel it better. And again, me doing my little random stretches because it feels good. And you know we gotta put the hair up for this one. Show off that back for these lat pull downs. So our first set in this superset will be our wide grip lat pull down. 3 sets of 8 of these, and they are brutal. They give you the absolute best pump ever. Seriously, try filming yourself do it. It's so satisfying. And then go straight into the underhand grip. Then we'll get some extra bicep in there and it still targets your back. And honestly, it just makes me feel so strong. I guess you could kind of call this a tricep because now we're going straight into our little ab circuit, and I just do these alternating with those other 2 sets. I like to do some leg drops like this, weighted, also very controlled, some weighted sit-ups, and honestly, it's pretty random. It changes all the time. Just anything that I can think of that I enjoy doing for my core and my abs. And these are some Russian twists. Everything is weighted just because that's how I actually feel a burn. After we finished all of those sets, we're gonna move on to seated cable rows. I'm so thankful we have this in our garage because I love it. This one, depending on how you hold it, can work your upper lats or your lower back. And I do 3 sets of 10 of these. And depending on how much time I have, sometimes I will superset these with my bicep curls, which is the next exercise. We do about 3 sets of 10 of these, and this one is very important to control your form on. This is an example of another little random ab circuit that I do. This one kind of works your lower abs a little bit more. They all kind of do, honestly. I just love this as a good little finisher that I feel absolutely exhausted by the end of the workout. Okay, and for our cool down, we got lots of stretches for the upper body and our core, and I just love this at the end. It's just so relieving, and I definitely find it reduces my soreness the next day. I also had a soccer practice that night. I did not film any, sorry, but that's always a nice little bit of cardio that's super fun. Morning guys, it's like 4:40-ish. Woke up like 20 minutes ago. There's a bit of a change in plans. I wanted to get up early to help my friend shoot her bounty in a game we're playing called Senior Assassin. My brain doesn't function this early, but yeah, we had to get there by 8 and I still wanted to film this for you guys. So we're gonna take a nice little nap in the car during first period. If my workout seems low energy, then you'll know why. So because it was about 5:30 in the morning, it was freezing outside, so I did my warm-up inside. This one was mostly a cardio and lower body warm-up because today is quads and calves, baby. Going right into our leg extensions with a pulse. I love these for targeting my quads. They absolutely kill them, and I've always been kind of quad dominant, so it's always very satisfying being able to lift a lot with these. Next exercise is a squat with a calf raise. I do 4 sets of 10, and again, I'm leaning back just because I have to use like a reverse thing, but if I were to do these in a real gym, I would probably do a leg press with a calf push at the end. Moving on to our suitcase lunges, except this one, I'm stepping forward, trying to focus on feeling it in my quads. And are you ready for a brutal superset? Because there's no rest going into these jumping lunges. In between, I like to do a bit of cardio just to keep my heart rate up. I try to limit my rest here, and we're going straight into these calf raises. I do 3 sets of 20, but 3 different sets. The first one is just normal. Second one is kind of duck-footed, and the third one is pigeon-toed. Okay, and guess what we're doing again? Bulgarian split squats. Also 3 times 8 on these. I still don't know how I feel about them, but they've been really good for my form. It's a pretty good burn. Does anyone else do this with their feet when they're trying to get ready for a squat? But now we're doing our jump squats. I love these, and I like to do about 30 per set, and I do 3 sets. Recently, in between these, I've just been doing some sprints outside since the weather's actually been nice. Our last official exercise is these leg extensions without a pulse, but they are just the best finisher to target and kill your quads. This leaves me aching the next morning. So to help with that, I do some stretching. I do lots of those lunge stretches. I love the ones that stretch your hip flexors. It just feels so nice, and your inner thighs. And obviously I feel this in my glutes and hamstrings a bit as well, since they're all compound movements, even though I try to focus on my quads. So I just like to stretch everything I can. Plus my upper body is usually sore from the day before, so I stretch that too a bit. Okay, this day is kind of different from every other, but same as usual, we are going in with our high knees, and we're doing some butt kickers, some other dynamic warm-up moves, just anything to get warmed up. I kind of had to tell Olive to get out of there. Just for performance sake, I started out with push-ups, and I like to do 3 varieties. I start with wide push-ups, then I go to shoulder push-ups, which are more of a pike position, and then tricep push-ups. Moving on to our chest press, and I do 3 sets of 10 of these. Then I like to superset this with my tricep extension, just to save time, keep my heart rate up. These are very important to control your eccentric on. In between these, I like to do some cardio, some high knees, run outside, whatever. Now we've got a basic shoulder press. I do 4 sets of 8 to 10, depending on what I can do. Lately, I've been including some lateral raises and some front raises just to get that extra little burn, and I have to use very light weights, but it's been really helpful. Now we've got a different form of a chest press. It's kind of more of your lower pecs, and for some reason, I did not feel like filming it, but I did an ab circuit in between here, and this was also supersetted between a lot of the exercises. Honestly, just whenever I felt like it. Our last set is these wood choppers. I do 3 sets of 12. These are so good for your core strength, and my form looks really bad here, but I'm very focused on controlling the speed and not using momentum, and that's what matters. This is another essential cool down. I'm obviously stretching my legs a little bit because they're pretty sore from the last couple days, but the upper body needs the stretch here. I love these poses because they're so relaxing. Some cat-cows, some child's pose, some tricep stretches, just everything. And then for my cardio today, I had soccer practice. Time for another leg day right after soccer practice. I'm kidding. I love this workout. Did another little dynamic warm-up with lots of stretches. Our first move, we have our glute dominant squats again. And these obviously still work your quads too, but I do 4 sets of 10 of these. Again, in a real gym, you will probably not be leaning back like this. This is just because of my setup. Next up, we've got this sumo squat to deadlift. It's kind of a wider stance of a deadlift, but we do about 4 sets of 12. That squat to deadlift is 1 rep. And I absolutely love these. They kill me, but I have to be careful not to go past a flat back on those deadlifts or else I will not be using my glutes. Then I switched to 1 heavier dumbbell for our lateral lunge to squat jump, and I love feeling these in my side booty and then also that last little explosion at the end. No joke, this is actually one of my favorite moves. This, on the other hand, is not. We have our Bulgarian split squats again. Same superset right into the single leg RDLs, 3 sets of 8 on each leg of both of those, and I definitely feel those in my hamstring too, but that's okay because we have a whole weekend to rest. Again, I like to do cardio in between all of my sets to keep my heart rate up, and doing cardio on a leg day is just the absolute best form of exhaustion you can achieve. And then last up, we're going with some body weight squat jumps. I know this seems like it went by really fast, but in the moment, maybe because I'm doing so much cardio in between, it does not go by that fast. And now it is time for our very nice static cool down, holding all of these stretches. Normally I'll have a little more time this morning so I can actually give my legs some attention, and lately I have been loving using a Theragun. It has been a lifesaver.